The United Nations defines violence against women as any act of gender-based violence that results in or is likely to result in physical, sexual, or mental harm or suffering to women. Despite the existence of laws to protect Nigerians against human rights abuses, harmful widow practices have continued to thrive in states across the country as widows experience maltreatment by in-laws and family members. Regardless of the state or ethnic group, the death of a married man in Nigeria is often followed with concerns over how the widow or children will fare. Oftentimes, family members and in-laws hardly allow the deceased to be buried before scrambling for the material wealth he left behind, especially if he died without children or without making a will. A legal practitioner and wealth management expert, Abi Ekeke, notes the importance of having a will, while Chukura Agatha speaks about what widows go through.
When this breadwinner passes on, what happens to the beneficiaries, to the families? There's what we call unintended recipients, unintended inheritors. So which means that when this person passes, if there was no clear estate plan, a trust or a will in place, the unintended recipients, unintended beneficiaries would come into the picture and possibly cut away with the properties.
Our nation, Nigeria, the widows, especially in most parts of the country, the widows go a lot, women go a lot of difficulty, a lot of maltreatment, a lot of inhumanity, passed, meted out to them when their husband died because of culture and tradition that they believe in, which is not written anywhere, but they just carried it on. The most important thing, thank you, the most important thing the man must do is to make a will. I tell them, I said, making a will is like giving yourself long life. It's like giving your children peace forever.
Akeke also emphasizes the importance of getting a professional while writing a will.
Most times when people pass on, you will find that there will be squabbles everywhere. Or even sometimes you have wills. Somebody has written a will, but some parties, some members of the family are not satisfied with the content of the will, maybe because it did not really favor them. They go to court and you find them staying in court for 8 years, 10 years. Some people just do these things because they feel that's the best thing to do. However, in order to plan your estate, the first thing to do is to speak with not just a lawyer, but to speak with an estate planning lawyer.
Violence against women and girls is one of the most widespread, persistent, and devastating human rights violations in our world today, and it remains largely unreported due to the impunity, silence, stigma, and shame surrounding it.
Any man that could lay his or her hand on the woman, either domestically or anyhow, it's very, very bad. And so whatever it is, a man had no right to lay his hand on beating a woman. Whatever could happen, please, it's not proper. It's it's inappropriate for that to go on. So I'm standing against it. And I'm saying a big no to domestic violence or any kind of violence.
Few widows shared some of their experiences.
The family didn't just be fighting with me that day that I'm the one that cared him. Since then up to today, none of the family called me, asked me for the children. Are they living well? Are they nothing since then? And I just thank God.
If I call them, they will say, oh, you are the one, okay, I will find time to come and see you. Oh, what happened? Okay, I will see you. That is how every one of them has been doing since about 7 years ago now. I could not see anybody to assist me.
Violence against women continues to be an obstacle to achieving equality, development, peace, as well as to the fulfillment of women and girls' human rights. Valerie Chioma, Galaxy TV News, Lagos.